We still have a few seats up front if you're coming in.
Can y'all hear me? Hi, everyone. There's still a few seats up in these wonderful pews right up here.
All right. As you're filing in, just a quick reminder, a little housekeeping. If you've got your phone with you, if you would, take it out and make sure your phone is either on vibrate or off so that we can have all of our festive celebration without the extra, remix of the ringtones. Thank you. So we'll start off first. Who will join me? We'll be singing "O Come, All Ye Faithful." Good afternoon, everyone. It's a joy to see all of you, our wonderful residents and our dedicated team members gathered here today. This is a special moment for us to come together and celebrate the people who make Bishop Gadsden such a remarkable place to live and work. Each of you plays an important role in our community. It's your care, kindness, and hard work that create the supportive, welcoming environment that defines Bishop Gadsden. This year has been full of exciting milestones. We just recently celebrated the opening of the Mead, our beautiful new neighborhood, and welcomed new residents to the Bishop Gadsden family. This addition reflects not only our growth, but also the spirit of connection and belonging that makes our community so special. Another highlight of the year has been the incredible generosity of our residents through the Employee Appreciation Fund. Your heartfelt giving is a powerful reminder of the deep appreciation and respect that you have for the team members who serve this community every day. Your kindness lifts all of us and strengthens the bonds that make Bishop Gadsden so unique. And today, we get to celebrate our Employee of the Year. someone whose dedication and excellence have set them apart. But as we honor this one individual, let's not forget that they are part of an extraordinary group. Each of our nominees for this award embodies the values and the spirit that make Bishop Gaston so special. Every one of them could be standing up here today as the Employee of the Year. And together, they represent the incredible talent, compassion, and commitment of our entire team. Their achievements remind us that greatness at Bishop Gaston is always a team effort built on shared dedication and support. You know, I continue to be inspired by the spirit of this community, the generosity of our residents, the dedication of our team members, where everyone feels valued and supported. It's because of all of you that Bishop Gaston is more than just a place, it's a home. So as we celebrate today, I invite you to take a moment to appreciate each other and the community that we've built together. Thank you for everything that you do to make Bishop Gaston the special place that it is. Now, I'd like to invite Charles Jenkins to lead us in prayer as we begin this celebration.
I just love it when this chapel is so full. I remind you we have service at 10:30 on Sundays. Let us pray. Gracious and loving God, we gather here in gratitude and celebration, giving thanks for the hands and hearts that serve this community with dedication, compassion, and care. We are reminded that in every act of service, great or small, we reflect your love and your call to live into the mission and ministry of this place. This afternoon, we honor the employees of Bishop Gaston, those who bring joy to our days, dignity to our care, and excellence to every task. Their work is more than a job. It is a ministry of kindness and presence, and for that we give you thanks. And we also especially give thanks for the Employee of the Year, whose commitment and example inspire us all. Bless this person for their hard work, their faithfulness, and their leadership among us. We lift up the residents, whose generosity and gratitude made this celebration possible. Their gifts reflect the deep bonds of community and their appreciation for all who make Bishop Gaston a home where all are valued and loved. Bless this gathering, O God. May it remind us of the joy of giving and the beauty of serving. May the spirit of this season fill our hearts with peace, and may your light continue to guide us as we live, work, and grow together. All this we ask in your name. Amen.
Oh, good afternoon. I love seeing the chapel so full too. We're way out into the narthex. Thank you for this beautiful gathering, and I just want to say sincere thanks to all who made it possible, and that starts with our ever-willing musical talent, Talia. Thank you so much. Our incredible HR team for all that they've done to bring this together, and then just for all of the behind-the-scenes work that is required to bring an event like this together. And a lot of that is work that happens all year long. But most of all, I really want to thank Russ Crane, Russ and the Charitable Mission Committee of Bishop Gaston, and every single person in this beautiful space who has given generously to provide a wonderful gift. And now I would like to call on Russ to say a few words about that. Russ?
Thank you, Sarah. I'm feeling good. And I'm delighted to have this opportunity to announce the outcome of our 2024 Employee Appreciation Fund. Stepping into the role of chair of the Charitable Mission Committee, I could not have anticipated the enthusiasm and excitement that I would develop for supporting our annual fundraising goals, especially for the Employee Appreciation Fund. Over the past few years, we've been blessed with record-breaking generosity and participation in support of our team members. I'm thrilled to share that this remarkable trend has not only continued, but has reached new heights this year. As of this morning, I'm humbled to report that we have exceeded our employee appreciation goal. The total raise for the Employee Appreciation Fund is an extraordinary $715,000. A few weeks ago, our participation stood at 48%, and I was expressing concern, and I asked you if we could have a strong finish, and you delivered. We have 100% participation. These milestones reflect a deep appreciation of our community has for the Bishop Gadsden team and are truly heartwarming to witness. This level of giving directly supports 640 team members, a significant increase of over 200 since the addition of the Glen. To meet this growing need, I'm delighted that we can provide meaningful gifts to every team member. Full-time team members with 1 year of service will receive $1,865. That's an increase over last year. I want to extend my heartfelt gratitude to every resident, future resident, Embark member, and family who contributed to this effort. Your generosity is a testament to the exceptional care and comfort our team provides, and it's truly appreciated. But what truly sets Bishop Gadsden apart is the extraordinary generosity that flows not only from the residents, but also from our team members. In 2024, over 200 team members gave generously to the mission through payroll deductions or one-time gifts to the charitable fund, the Strong Heart Scholarship, and employee assistance. And many gave to all three. This remarkable culture of giving defines our community and strengthens our legacy. For 174 years, Bishop Gadsden's spirit of giving has been a cornerstone of our identity. That legacy continues stronger than ever today, thanks to the incredible support of residents, team members, charitable mission committee, and the charitable giving and communications team. I would be remiss if I didn't recognize Carly Foster. Carly has kept me focused and informed, and she professionally knew how to deal with the confidentiality required when you're working with a resident volunteer. She did that very well and effectively. She's a joy to work with. My passion for Bishop Gadsden has never been greater. Thank you all for sharing in that passion and for your support. Wishing you a joyful holiday season and expressing my deepest gratitude. And you know what? It just feels good. Thank you.
I want to keep Russ just for one moment so that I can say to him how much we appreciate his efforts. He has worked tirelessly. When he says that how many days ago we were not quite where we wanted to be, he personally, I'm pretty sure, has worked 24/7 since then to bring it about. I asked Ann coming in today if she was glad to have her husband back. But truly, your leadership, Russ, has made the difference, and the committee that has supported you, the charitable giving and communications team, Kimberly and Stephanie and Carly and Reagan and Antonio, the whole team has absolutely really rallied to bring this advance about. And you're right, every year the bar gets a little higher because everyone just gets a little more generous if that's even possible. But your leadership has made a huge difference for us, and I thank you sincerely. Thank you. Wow, that is really a number. Those are a lot of big numbers, and what a special day. What a moment to celebrate. We get to not only recognize this incredible group that I'm looking at here. I've thought about each of you as we have prepared for this moment. But it's also a moment to recognize all members of the Bishop Gadsden team who make a choice every day to come here and serve and to share in this mission. And I just want to affirm that your choice means a lot to all of us. So thank you. As Aaron really said beautifully in our welcome this morning, everything we accomplish, everything we do it together. And so we get to recognize wonderful examples among us, and that affirms all of us in what we do. And we're united by a common purpose and our everyday mission to celebrate excellence and generosity. I think those are the qualities where we shine. It's really what makes Bishop Gadsden stand apart. And it is affirming when we all have the opportunity to recognize the best of the best. I think that's true whenever we achieve a community goal, the mead, or any of the wonderful things that we accomplish. Most especially, like Russ's announcement, where we exceeded such an amazing stretch goal and achieved 100% participation. I think that makes everyone feel a sense of gratitude and affirmation, and it does feel good, Russ. Thank you. So when I talk to my peers, and I'm very fortunate because there are other CEOs who are leading superb, very admirable, fine communities, or when we host a community here, and they come and they tour Bishop Gadsden, and they walk out the door saying, "Oh my gosh, I'm so glad I came here. God, I'm so glad I got to experience this." Or at some point in a conversation, they pause and reflect, and they say, "There's just something really special going on here. This is a beautiful place, but there's something much more important happening." I, of course, get to feel very gratified that our team's hospitality and our resident dedication and hospitality is what made that happen. And that happens a lot. We are known for this. So excellence is the word we use to reflect on that among our team. And think about it, it's a word that encompasses both reality and expectation. It not only grounds us, but at the same time it provides us with endless aspirational vision. And yet excellence cannot be measured by titles or accolades or recognition. And I know that the honorees sitting right in front of me already know that. They know that excellence is rooted in selfless acts of serving others. It's in quiet moments of compassion, in faithfulness to those who depend on us every day. Excellence does not demand a spotlight. Instead, it's what shines through the daily warmth of a comforting word or a knowing smile shared, and often while seeing to the very important and necessary hard work that's at hand. And you all do that every day. Our team does that every day. I think we feel excellence through late night strength of a reliable presence we can count on. Sometimes it's a steady hand, someone who's answering the call to take care of something often unseen, unknown. but very, very important to the person who's needing assistance or security. And excellence, most of all, is rooted in our hearts. And there are so many beautiful hearts in this room today. Those hearts are devoted to service and the care of others. As I have been thinking about each of you and the exceptional contributions and gifts of every person nominated, and not only that, every person who serves here, I've also been reflecting on the words I heard just last week from a Gadsden Glen family member on a glorious Thanksgiving Day. It was definitely a day of giving thanks. He said this so simply and so beautifully, I just have to repeat it. He said Bishop Gadsden is the most unique community he's ever been a part of in his life. Now, his wife, as I said, lives in the Glen, and they both have big careers and did big things and have been lots of places and a part of many, many organizations. And he said, I've never experienced so much consistency in kindness, dedication, or compassion in a team anywhere. Anywhere. That statement itself is amazing, but what's really amazing is that over almost 3 decades, I've consistently heard that statement. Now that's next level amazing. That kind of refrain doesn't come from just noticing the high points, the standout moments, although I think we do a really nice job of that, and you all provided us with great opportunity today. And we have example after example of those standout moments. Our honorees today embody an excellence that is lived and shared in the ordinary things, the moments of connection and care that reflect the very best of our mission every single day. And this excellence does not grow on its own. It thrives in the soil of generosity, which you all have so beautifully demonstrated. It's rooted in acts of sharing with one another. And we can be honest with each other, can't we, in this room, in this beautiful sacred space? Caring often means that we set aside our own feelings for a moment, and we give, even when we're tired or stretched thin, or possibly discouraged by life's challenges. We know this can't be accomplished alone. Our community is what grows excellence. Your generosity is a tangible example of that mutual support that makes it possible for this team to pursue very high standards. To our team members of the month and to all our team members, your work is a living example as well. You remind us that excellence is not just about doing, it's about being, isn't it? Being present, being kind, being a reflection of God's love in the world that so desperately needs it every day. Living out a special calling and special work. So it is my great pleasure, in the spirit of excellence and generosity, now to recognize these wonderful individuals who represent for us those very qualities. So with that, I'm going to ask Aaron to come back, help me with some distribution as we will acknowledge each of you. And as I call you, if you would come up and receive a gift. And I'd also like to note that each of you will receive one of the beautiful poinsettias at the front of the chapel. So each of our nominees for Employee and Team Member of the Year will receive a gift, and then we'll announce the winner. Our first nominee for Team Member of the Year is Keith Nellenbeck. Keith? Keith has been an environmental services team member for over 16 years now, and he serves as a maintenance technician. One of the nominations we received for Keith said Keith has a calming and peaceful presence. After interacting with him, I find my demeanor is more relaxed and optimistic. His leadership team said Keith is a fine example of faith in action. He is well-grounded in spirit. He's always whistling along and sharing a smile with those he encounters. He's more than happy to serve in whatever capacity is asked of him. He remains steadfast in the belief that he is here to deliver upon a higher calling, gladly offering himself as a sacrifice if it means someone else can benefit. We thank you, Keith, for sharing your generous spirit with Bishop Gadsden every day. Our next nominee, I'm sorry to say, had a family emergency that took her out of the building just literally less than an hour ago. And so we'll want to make sure we say a little prayer for her situation that she was attending to. Our next nominee is Laverne Johnson. You all know and love. We affectionately call our January Team Member of the Year, Miss Laverne, and she is loved by her residents, as she calls you, her residents, and her fellow team members alike. She's been with Bishop Gadsden for going on 26 years, and she operates as a cafe server in our Marketplace Cafe. One nomination said of Laverne, "Every time I see this beautiful woman, she has a smile on her face and is so loving." Another said, "Laverne is love. She has devoted many years to residents and become a dear friend to many. She's the essence of ministry at Bishop Gadsden." One more said, "Laverne's smile and friendly attitude are almost as huge as her helpings." Her leadership team said, "Her kindness, dependability, and exemplary work ethic have made her a cherished and respected presence among residents and staff. She's always polite and courteous. She embodies the qualities of an ideal team member, and her warm demeanor has earned her admiration and love throughout the community." Ms. Laverne is a shining example of serving with a generous spirit, and we are blessed to have her as an integral part of the BG family. So in her absence, let's give her a warm round of applause. In March, our team member of the month was Ken Noonan. Ken has worked for Bishop Gadsden for almost 3 years now as a security officer. With his genuine warmth and quick smile, it is no surprise that one of the nominations said of him, "Ken is simply a really good person. He is helpful and he wants the absolute best for everyone around him." His leaders describe him as being completely invested. The ownership he carries as he does his job is an inspiration to everyone. He's the first to volunteer, first to arrive, and the last to go. His commitment goes way beyond a time clock, not to mention a job description. One leader said, "It is clear to me that Ken truly cares for the well-being of those who live and work here." Ken, thank you for the positive spirit you bring to Bishop Gadsden every day. Thank you. Our next nominee is Ruth Hutchinson. Ruth was our April Employee of the Month and has been with Bishop Gadsden for almost 3 years now. One of those wonderful additions as we opened the Glen. She began as a housekeeper and quickly made her mark by transitioning to a laundry assistant role. Ruth's positive influence on both residents and team members is truly remarkable. Her leaders said of her, "Ruth is an exemplary team member, and she is an integral part of our operations. Her promptness, hard work, taking care of patients, her dedication, dependability, and her patience and teamwork consistently shine through in everything she does. No matter the challenge that arises, Ruth has the incredible ability to lighten the load and uplift those around her with her sunny disposition. And let it be known that Ruth's hugs are beyond compare. So there you go, you know where to go. Thank you, Ruth, for representing the very best of Bishop Gadsden. Our May Employee of the Month was Jasmine Witherspoon. Jasmine is a med tech and certified nursing assistant who has worked for Bishop Gadsden for just over 15 years. 15 years. And she works the night shift. Said of Jasmine, working night shift is often the work that's not seen. But when the team is called upon by a resident in need or in an emergency, Jasmine is calm, reassuring, and professional, giving residents and families confidence in a potentially stressful situation. Jasmine is a leader on her team and a mentor to many in the transition to new computer technologies we've all been through this year. One teammate said of Jasmine, her precision, skill, and care really make a difference in the lives of so many. And I will tell you that everyone who serves us on the night shift helps me sleep at night. So thank you, Jasmine. Thank you for serving as a shining example of affirming positive living for all who live and work here. Thank you. Next is Sherry Harrell. Sherry was our June Employee of the Month. Sherry has been a Bishop Gadsden team member for almost 3.5 years and serves as a wellness instructor. Frequently described by fellow BG team members as always being the first to assist whenever help is needed, and I know that goes beyond her wellness team. Her leadership said of Sherry, her willingness to help others creates a positive atmosphere for everyone. She's always willing to step outside of day-to-day job duties to assist residents and team members. And her readiness to assist not only enhances team dynamics, but also serves as a source of inspiration for all of us who are observing and strive for excellence. Her dedication and support create a more cohesive and motivated team. She does a good job motivating in the gym, too. For her generosity of spirit and so many other reasons, Sherry was our June Team Member of the Month. Thank you, Sherry. Mike Miller. Mike Miller is our next nominee. Mike is our Assistant Housekeeping Supervisor, and he has worked at Bishop Gadsden for over 7.5 years. His leadership said of Mike, this is beautiful, Mike is one of those who come along once every few centuries. He is one of a kind. Everything about him is about lifting up others. His leader said, in the years I've gotten to know him, I've seen him tested, and he remains consistent of character. He reflects the fruit of the Spirit in a way we should all aspire to emulate. Whether interacting with another team member, a resident, or a coworker, these attributes can be seen in action: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. And it's no doubt the most accurate way to describe the kind of person Mike is. The stories are countless, and the impacts are felt by all around him. This is why Mike was named our July Team Member of the Month. Our August Team Member of the Month was Sheena Maroney. Sheena began working for Bishop Gadsden as an infant. No, just kidding. But close. She's been here for over 15 years and currently works as a much beloved Sue pastry chef. We all know where Sheena is and what she does for us. In addition to the delicious items she expertly creates for our enjoyment, described as too good to be true, Sheena has demonstrated a total commitment to Bishop Gadsden through her tenure and demonstrated many positive leadership qualities, many of which were made only more evident when she held the reins in the bakery for several months this year and never skipped a beat, and we all kept eating all the goodies. Despite many personal challenges this year, she is so committed to bringing that amazing bread and sweet goodness that we all love, almost as much as we love her. Thank you, Sheena, for being our August Team Member of the Month. Next, we have Melina Manos. Melina began working at Bishop Gadsden just over 2 years ago. You might remember she filled in as a concierge and pretty quickly was known what she could be instead. She was finishing her master's degree, but her warmth and professionalism in that capacity led her to being asked to join the finance team as they embarked on a multi-year, multi-technology system conversion. And said of Melina, she is always quick to help residents and team members no matter what she's doing. She's always in a good mood, never has a negative word to say. She's willing to take on anything when asked, with a smile on her face and even a giggle in her voice. She has taken on many tasks that she has never done before and always asks all the right questions and dug in fearlessly. Now that's saying something. She isn't afraid to get her hands dirty regardless of the project. She's kind and generous, bringing baked goods for her teammates and always willing to lend a hand for charity, such as the Habitat for Humanity Bishop Gadsden event where she was, I believe, under a house. She's the epitome of what we think of when we say the BG way. We all know Melina, warm, kind, patient, and a joy to call one of our own. Thank you, Melina, for being our September Team Member of the Month. Our next nominee is Martha McLeod. Martha was our October Team Member of the Month. She's been with Bishop Gadsden for almost 2 years now and serves as our art teacher. And her leadership said of Martha, she has single-handedly transformed the Miller Art Loft into a vibrant hub of creativity and opportunity. If you haven't been, you should check it out. Previously, the space was storage area for art materials and occasionally hosting artists, but under Martha's guidance, it has evolved dramatically. She offers a diverse range of classes that have seen enrollment double, attracting not just traditional artists, but also bead and jewelry designers, sculptors, and even garden artists. Additionally, Martha has introduced collaborative wine and design classes, welcoming both team members and local residents. These classes not only provide a creative outlet, but also foster lasting connections in a fun and relaxed atmosphere. One resident said, with her outgoing and magnetic personality, Martha spreads cheer and inspires others wherever she goes. She's brought a youthful energy to the art loft, offering new and varied experiences for all who are interested in art. Thank you, Martha, for sharing your incredible talent and your contagious enthusiasm. Last but definitely not least is Reagan Noel. Reagan, come on up. Reagan was our November Team Member of the Month and has been with Bishop Gadsden for almost 2 years in our communications department. and was recently promoted to Senior Communications Specialist. Congratulations. Since joining Bishop Gadsden, Reagan has made a remarkable impact, revitalizing the Gadsden Gab and BG News, launching the BG Buzz, and spearheading the development of the innovative BG Life app, among other achievements. One nomination said, "Reagan is great. She is enjoyable to interact with, extremely talented, and has really positive energy. She immediately made a noticeable difference to the Bishop Gadsden communication style upon joining the team. She interacts really well with residents and has a lot of patience. She is dependable, and it is clear that she cares so much about the work she does, and I would add, the community she works with. I can't say enough good things about Reagan. For these reasons and more, Reagan was our November Team Member of the Month." So, this group is just amazing. I mean, truly, you all are such wonderful, special examples of what makes this place special, and we are so proud of each and every one of you and what you represent for all of us. Let's give them all a round of applause. All right, now to announce the winner of this year's Team Member of the Year Award. It is my pleasure to present this year's award to a team member who exemplifies Bishop Gadsden's mission, as all of them do. And this is a team member who exudes the BG way, who daily goes above and beyond in a simple and caring way to serve residents and her fellow team members. One leader spoke of how this person often guides new team members who join, bringing them along, literally putting an arm around and guiding them through what it's like to not only do the very best at the important work, but also about what it means to be a part of this very special community. This team member represents Bishop Gadsden in a way we can all be proud. And so I want you to join me, even in her absence, in congratulating Laverne Johnson. I want to say just another word. I called Miss Laverne just before this ceremony because we were so sad she was not going to be here. And she was speechless. She cried. She made me cry. Gonna make me cry again. To be in the middle of what she was in the middle of, taking care of someone who really needed her. And to hear this news was probably a little bit overwhelming, but I can tell you, she said, "I love Bishop Gadsden, I love Bishop Gadsden, I love Bishop Gadsden." And I told her, you're gonna get to see this you're gonna get to see the response on the camera. And so we're with you in spirit, Miss Laverne, when you see this. And we're so proud of her. And I know that she would be so proud of each of these people who would join the stage with her as well. So if we could, let's give another round of applause for Ms. Laverne and our whole group. the month. They can go ahead and sit down, but we're going to get them back up here so y'all can't leave right afterwards. And just want to, in closing, say that I'm in awe of this whole group. Do some of you know the phrase by Frederick Buechner that says, "The place God calls you to is where your deep gladness and the world's deep hunger meet." I think our mission is this place for all of you and for so many in this room. It's both a calling and a joy. And so thank you for serving and for the hearts and hands that answer that call every day. Congratulations to our dear Laverne and all who make this work of a shared mission possible. May God continue to bless our community so we can be a blessing to all we serve. Now, we're going to close with a rousing rendition of "We Wish You a Merry Christmas." So please join in, and afterwards, please join us for a reception as we congratulate all of our honorees today. Thank you all.
I don't want to put any more on the floor. I wouldn't mind, makes me wonder if we shouldn't do wall stop down there. Or he is a wall stop right there. You know, around the right. up.